Let's see. And we should be live. I don't know if you can check that, but hi everyone. Today we have Jeremy Mura from Australia. I don't know why, but I love people from Australia and their design skills, like Adrian Tuareg. But today we'll talk about branding, design, Instagram. So I'm a little bit out of my usual bubble, like Twitter, backend technologies, Docker, DevOps. So this is why I've invited Jeremy here to talk about how you can grow on Instagram. And it has almost 100,000 on Instagram. Congratulations with that. And of course, feel free to leave some questions. We are here for you, to help you, and also a little bit me. So thank you for being here, Jeremy. I really love your style. How are you?
No worries, man. Thanks, Francesco, for having me on, bro. Really appreciate it. I'm doing great, man. Doing great. It's a bit cold in Sydney, winter time, but trying to go outside, get some sunlight. And I went this morning, played some basketball, got some exercise.
Nice.
So been good.
Nice. I come from the sport world. I've been a volleyball coach for about 20 years. So now I switched to, but I still love talking about sports and running, walking, and other sports. So and also yesterday Italy won against Spain, so we're also in the final of the European. So that's good for me. Okay, so hi everyone. So okay, Jeremy. So I've seen you on live streams, on a live stream on Instagram with Kyle Prislu, and I think I'll make one on Friday, so the day after tomorrow. I love how you interact with him. So can you introduce a little bit yourself? And remember that this is not like just a one-way interview. I'm not a journalist, so we can just talk. Let's know just a little bit each other. So that's it.
Yeah, awesome.
Please.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it casual, man. So my name's Jeremy. I'm 27. I'm married from Australia. I'm half Italian, half Cyprian Turkish, which is really cool. So a bit of a mix there. I've been in the design industry for many years. So I finished high school in 2011. I finished university in 2015, and then I launched my personal brand at the end of 2015. So 2016, I started doing teaching, design. I was working with freelance clients since 2014 as well. So while I was studying and then working, I launched my YouTube channel. I do online courses as a designer, so I teach graphic designers. I also do digital products, so I sell templates like logos and texture packs. My main goal is to help businesses and also like help designers get to the next level and evolve, so they can earn an income, earn passive income, and start working with higher budget clients. So that's a little bit about me, man. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think that we'll talk at the end of this interview. And by the way, I really like your approach. For example, on Instagram, we have the links in the description, of course. So you also try to help others to build their brands. Of course, you offer your products, your services.
Yeah.
But I've been really attracted by that. So can we start, for example, from your Instagram experience? I'm kind of new on Instagram. I'm more like a Twitter person, but now I am also on Instagram. I started doing some live streams. I make some stories. So can you talk about your experience on Instagram and how, for example, we can improve on this social media? Thank you.
Definitely, man. I'll tell you that I've been using Twitter lately as well. I think I started using it this year. Like I was on it, but now I've been doing it as well, which is great. But anyway, back to Instagram. So I started Instagram back in 2015. So when I was in college, right? But I was just posting like a little bit of logos, some of my freelance work, stuff like that. But I never really got any traction. And I think I wasn't really consistent. I was just like, whatever with Instagram. I didn't really care. And then what has started to happen is I started to notice the carousel trend. And I started learning from Chris Do in like 2018, somewhere around there. And then I saw him, I think, do a video or talk about, like, I saw his page and he was actually growing really fast with the carousels. And Instagram launched carousels in 2019, around November, September, somewhere around there. So I saw the trend and I saw people started to doing it. So I jumped on it straight away. And since then, I literally just started pumping out content. I was a bit like on and off. So I was maybe doing 3 days a week content, carousels, but then as 2020 started rolling around, I started doing 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week of content, like Monday to Friday. and that's really what catapulted to my account. I'm on like over 90, around 92,000 now. So for me, it's just like just putting in the hard work, taking action. I took advantage of the trend, and so I had good timing there. I don't want to call it luck because I don't believe in luck, because everything has a cause and effect. Everything has something happens for a reason. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. So for me, it was putting that effort in, being niched and targeted. And I already had my YouTube channel. I already had my courses. I already had products already out there. So now it was just people uncovering me on Instagram. But yeah, for me, that's what I started doing. And I started engaging a lot. So what I would do is I would reply to every new follower with an audio message. I would reply to comments. I would DM people. I would reply to DMs. I would do live collaborations and stuff like that. And that sort of just kept the momentum going and going and going. And that's how I got started, bro. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and this is basically a job. So just replying to every message, it's already at least a part-time job. I always say this. So.
It takes a lot of time, It takes, like, I think I used to spend 3 hours a day just on my phone, like replying and stuff, and you get overwhelmed. But nowadays I do maybe 30 minutes to an hour, because I've already built the audience. So now it's just like once a day when I release my carousel, I just reply. But you got to get used to get in the habit. I think habits are very important. But anyone can do it,
Nice. We are aligned on a lot of concepts. So I like this idea of engaging with your followers. Of course, it takes time for you, but of course you can get benefits. For example, I also have Twitter account with open messages still. So you can just message me, even if you just don't follow me. So this is, of course, it takes time, but honestly, I like that, because sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you, I hope yes, you get like some very good message, like thank for what you're doing, thank you for your content, like out of the blue. This really changes my day when it happens. When they just, sometimes the people are just asking things, sometimes they just say thank you, and that's enough. So I love that.
I get that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like it's like, do you get the feeling like it just gives you like that little boost or motivation to keep going?
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel, and that's why I keep going, because I realize that there's all these people out there that are like getting impacted by the value I'm bringing,
Yeah.
And for me, it adds like fuel to the fire. So.
Yeah, and I think that this kind of messages, they are totally underrated from the person who writes this. They say, okay, let's say this, but he'll never read that.
Yeah, they think you won't reply.
Yeah, instead it's amazing. It's amazing because let's say that the job of a content creator is tough, maybe tougher than when you can think before you start. Like everybody can make videos, of course, but to create decent videos, you need to put a lot of effort on that. I'm trying. I bought a lot of things, camera, lights, microphone, but that's even not enough. You are not even at the half of your job, because you need ideas constantly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe half of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of pieces to the puzzle,
Yeah, but at least we can say that that's funny. So at least we can say this. Yeah. Yeah, I had a full-time job before, and now I quit on March. Now I'm on this more freelancing and more content creator stuff. Yeah. I worked for the European Space Agency, so I quit the kind of a strange job. But yeah, I'm kind of.
UFOs. What do you think about the UFOs that are coming out now? All the information.
Which one?
Did you see the US CIA started releasing all this information about UFOs and all the sightings and everything?
No.
Okay, that's another topic for another day. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say anything on this stream. Otherwise, I could disappear. Otherwise, I could disappear. I don't know.
All right,
That's funny, man. I would love. I think that I'll stalk you and I'll jump on some of your live streams on Instagram.
All right.
Be prepared for that. So if you don't, I think we have. I don't know if this is a question or not, Kush. How are you supposed to select a proper branding agency? I don't know. Do you have a branding agency? Can we call this like yours? Even if we go by rating, sometimes it's observed every rating is highly paid. Any best resource for research? No, I haven't understood everything, but basically, I think it's asking for.
Someone. He's hiring an agency. That's what I think. So, like he's looking at reviews of different agencies, and I think it's saying like sometimes, I think what you need to do is you need to really research the company. If you're hiring someone, that's what I'm getting from this question. You need to look at their portfolio and their case studies, right?
Yes.
And don't just go on Google reviews. Like look at other like blogs and places, even their Facebook pages, and read comments, and their social media pages. Read comments about them. Look at their portfolio as well, because that's going to tell if they can really deliver on the work that they're saying on those reviews. So yeah, I don't know. That's
but I think this applies to everything, even restaurant
everything.
and everything. But of course, thank you for this. So Jeremy, what about branding? Because I've seen your Instagram account, and I can really say that I really love that, because it's simple, it's sketchy, it's not super complicated, so it's not like something like super. I don't know. I like the style. I like simple style. You have, I think, 4 colors. I can remember: orange, white, black, and that's it. Just 3 colors. Maybe red.
I use blue and I use purple, but they're secondary, and yellow, but they're my secondary colors, like backup.
Okay.
When I'm playing around.
Kush is still there, so
thanks, Kushi. Appreciate it, man.
Perfect. So how can you build your personal brand? Because, and I ask you this question because I've created, let's say, kind of a lot of content, almost 200 videos. I've been kind of almost 50,000 of tweets, something like that.
Wow.
But I'm still on branding. I feel that I still like at the beginning. So this is also why Instagram took my attention, because I want to improve. I don't want to stay on my comfort zone and publish like just I don't know, like low quality content. So which are your advices, your tips for someone who is really bad like me?
Well, I wouldn't say you're bad, but I say everyone can you attain quality by quantity. So the more you put out, the more you create, the better you get, whether it's coding or design or anything. So for me, that's what I believe in. In terms of branding is all about perception. It's a gut feeling about a product or a service. And it's just about forming a belief or a perception. So when someone looks at you, they get a feeling or they feel good about something. So you want to position yourself as a premium personal brand. So you want to look professional. So how do you look professional, and how do you gain trust? Because people only buy from who they know, like, and trust. So if you can build that like and trust factor up, then you're going to more likely get that lead and convert that client. So for me, building a strong personal brand is you need to have a strong brand identity. So in terms of that, you need a nice solid logo. Hey, Michelle, that's my wife, everyone, my beautiful wife. She's so you need a logo, right? And that needs to be simple, memorable, just eye-catching and just powerful, that represents your brand. You also need good typography. So what fonts are you using? Does it represent your personality? Like for example, you see my Instagram, I use the same font because that font allows me to put text in small amounts and tight spaces, because it's condensed and I can go wide. So that's why I like that font. Then secondly, I choose colors. So what colors are you going to use? Every brand has a core brand color. For example, if you look at McDonald's, they have red and yellow. If you look at Cadbury chocolate, they have that signature purple color. When you see that packaging on the shelf, when the shelf is covered in purple, you notice it. So you need to pick a core brand color that you have, and then you can pick secondary colors like grays or blacks or whatever it is. And having those core elements in the brand identity, you can add photography, patterns, textures. They're playing around and experimenting helps you become unique and helps you stand out from the market. It's all about being distinctive, being unique, right? So for me, that's one of the core ingredients of a personal brand. Then secondly, the second thing is that you need to have authenticity and be transparent. So people come to you for your knowledge, your personality, your beliefs, your vibe, your aura, your energy, right? So each person has a different set of different energy. So you want to release that and just be yourself, because personal branding is all about connecting with people. It's not about connecting with a big organization or an institution. It's about people to people, P2P interactions. So if you can be authentic, if you can just share your thoughts and your beliefs, and even be polarizing. So for me, what I usually do is I share and talk about concepts that is on the extreme. So it gets some people angry, right? But some people agree with me. So that's called polarizing content. So those are a few things. I know I'm talking a lot, but I think those are a few key ingredients to build a strong personal brand.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think that I just missed like the font and colors part, and I'm almost done because people know me also. I started making some super relaxed live streams on Instagram too. And let's say just one thing, that faking 24/7, it's super hard and super stressful. So you can't do that. So in some ways, you need to come back. Otherwise, I don't know, you just go mad. You can't. You can't.
You recharge.
Yeah. And of course, I'm talking for me. Of course, I'm not an actor, so I can't even fake for 20 minutes. I don't know. It's super hard. It's super hard. Yeah. You can try. Yeah, of course. For example, I'm trying to improve. If you watch some of my first interviews, don't do that. It's like they are like just video calls. So after a while, I know something. I know that we just should interact, trying to be funny, but it's super hard for me. But I try. But that's it. Yeah, but that's it. But because I've watched some of them after this, but people like me for the authenticity, or at least this is what they say. So I trust them. But so this is also one of the reasons why I'm trying to be more active on Instagram, because in these ways. And this way, I'm forcing myself a little bit to get out of my comfort zone and maybe try to do that. I still need to figure out exactly what I need, font and colors, the idea. I started making some videos, YouTube shorts, also a lot of stuff. But the branding and colors and design part, probably because I haven't practiced that. I have almost zero experience with that, like for editing videos. So now I have some video editing, let's call that skill. It's not really. I'm not really skilled, but let's say that I can at least edit and process a video.
Which are great skills to have. They're great skills to have.
So. Yeah. But probably it's also, I think it's related to do something that we like. For example, after a while, it's like playing an instrument. In the beginning, you really don't like that. It's super tough. It's like that for me for design. For editing now, I'm really enjoying this. So. I think that I'll send you a message when I'll start feeling comfortable. Say, okay, now I like to design my post I just want something recognizable, so people can check. As I see in your posts, even if I don't see your name little at the top, I can say, okay, this is a Jeremy post. And I think this is super powerful. I just need that. I don't need to be like a super artist, Michelangelo, something like that. I need something more. Yeah,
it's simple.
Raza, hey there. I've seen you somewhere. I can't remember where. Can you give examples of people who build their personal brand with practical lessons learned?
Can you give examples of people who build their personal brand with practical lessons learned? There's heaps of people. Gary Vee is one of my early mentors that I used to listen to a lot. He's awesome at building a personal brand, and he talks about like his content pillars and stuff like that. But yeah, like he's all about just take action, be authentic, just share your thoughts. But I think the key thing is just what I've learned is the main principle is teach everything you know. Anything you've learned, just teach it. Who cares if there's no secrets, nothing is new under the sun. So what I've realized is that anyone can learn anything online for free if they really search for it, right? Yeah. But to dig for the gold, you got to find it. But so the thing is, just teach everything you know. If you're a bit scared of teaching, just share your process. So like share something you're learning. Maybe you're learning a new coding language like C++, Sharp, or whatever, or Java. I don't know. You can share that. Or maybe you're learning about logo design. Maybe just share how you're researching and practicing and blah blah blah. And just doing those simple things can help you. There's a few other guys on Instagram that are really good. you got Christo, you've got Dane Walker, you've got Christos, you've got Marketing Harry as well. There's heaps of guys on Instagram that are smashing it, and they're like on the 100K plus, and they started from zero. So
Nice.
they apply the same things, like using engagement, using good design, having good storytelling and messaging in your content. But yeah, those are a few examples. So
yeah, thank you. I started following some designers also on Instagram. I don't know if I'm following them now. I'll check them later. But yeah, thank you, Raza. Follow there, Francesco. Your content. Thank you, Raza. This already made my day. I like this idea of also mixing a little bit, because I've been maybe a little bit too much on Twitter last year during the lockdown in Italy. I'm from Italy, by the way. Did you know that?
Are you living there?
I live in Rome. Yes.
Oh wow, my nonno is from Rome, and my nonna is from Sardinia.
Oh, nice.
On my dad's side, yeah.
Great.
I don't speak much.
Yeah, but you said something before. Great. So I think that I'll try probably this week or next week to create something, to start building like something recognizable for my brand. I still don't have that. I don't have a logo. I just have probably a decent profile picture in black and white. But I think it's time now, because I like, of course, to focus on content. I made this kind of a lot. But I think that it's important also to present yourself in some way that it's recognizable. Since let's say that we are kind of a lot on every socials, we need to at least find our style, even if that's bad. Yeah.
I'm just saying hi. Yeah. Hey, Ravi.
I like this picture, for example. Hello. Hey, Ravi. Yeah. So I don't know you so well, but you have talked to me about some academy or something that you are working on. Can you explain to me what's that about? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I launched the Mura Academy back in March this year. So basically, it's a monthly membership. Designers pay $67 a month. There's also a small the other tier as well. But basically, we have weekly calls. So I basically teach a lesson every week. We have group coaching. We have monthly design challenges, and it's really to help beginner designers, those who are specialized in logos and brand identity, and brand, and to really, level up. So go from a junior to full-time freelancing and doing what I'm doing, working full-time from home, working with clients and passive income and stuff. So, I did it to challenge myself as a goal, also to generate revenue, but also to actually help designers in a more deep sense. I do offer a lot of content on YouTube and Instagram, but I wanted to go a bit more deeper and give people that space. That's what we do. So we have a private chat group and all that stuff. And I think it's really cool. Like, anyone can create a membership. It's actually a really good thing to do for that monthly revenue generating. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I keep stressing this point almost daily on my social media, that we need to support the content creators. Sometimes we really underestimate how much value they can provide, how much value they can add to our lives. Maybe I have also a computer science degree, so of course education is important. Both of my parents are teachers, so for me education is important. But I think that sometimes, I lost him. I don't know what happened. Probably the connection has gone. Perfect. Jeremy, what happened? Are you joking with me? Are you making tricks?
I am so sorry. Okay. I think I clicked on a button. Sorry, my friend.
Jeremy, I can't speak about branding and design without you. I can talk about backend technologies, Docker, but don't leave me on a brand and design live stream, please.
Sorry,
this has been kind of fast. Okay, I started sweating, but now I am okay.
So sorry, bro. Anyway, let's continue with the show.
I can't even remember what I was talking about. I lost
Academy,
track.
Design.
I say that, it's important, educational, computer science, a degree. But I think that, I don't know, probably because we are in some ways used like to get some content for free. But sometimes if you really support a content creator, you get so much value. You can change your life. I'm not joking about this, because if you get a job, they're just for some euros, but it's not that much. If you get a I don't know, like a six figures job, even $1,000 is not that much.
Can I share a story from one of my students? He landed a 10 to 15K project. It's the biggest project he's ever landed, and he was in my community. Obviously, he did a lot of the work, but I was there to support him. And he said for him, where he lives in the world, in Puerto Rico, that's a 6-month salary, just one client that he got from the US. So it's like if you join a mastermind or get a mentor or a coach, it's so worth it, because you can make 10x what you're paying. Like $50 or $100 is nothing. You can earn that back like so much more, So I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah, I think it's strange that maybe we can pay, I don't know, like $50,000 for a car, which after 1 year have half the price, just to look cool, even if you are almost poor. But sometimes we don't give value to the knowledge, and say that they know how. I know how to do something, and I can get paid for that. So you take this in a professional way. Of course, you need to make some choose. You need to choose something in your life. You can't do like a lot of jobs. But for example, if you want to focus on design, this could be a solution. So we have put a link in the description for that if you want to check this out. Beautiful. But anyway, Jeremy, first of all, I like your style. Probably it's because you have some Italy in your veins. I love you. I like that. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, there are some people, I don't know if.
Hey, Fabian, what's up? And hey, Joff,
do you know?
What's up, guys?
Yeah. I don't know if some of you are from Instagram. Also, please write that. Okay, yeah. I like this idea that we are mixing our words, because I'm more like Twitter, a little bit of YouTube. Yeah, great. I don't know how do you handle all your social media, but it's hard. I don't know.
Do it myself. I'm really fast with just replying, and like I've adopted this principle called the 0 principle. So every day I make sure that everything is at 0. So I reply to all my emails, reply to all my DMs, reply to all my Twitters, everything. So I'm always on top of it all, always, every new day. That's just how I do it. And I'm really fast at thinking too. I think fast. So I'm like,
But I think that we have to be like that in this period in this life. Probably 50 years ago we didn't need to be like that, but now we need to be like that. I don't know if this is good or bad or both, but they're asking how are you, Jeremy?
Hey, doing well. Having a great chat with my friend.
I have another question, because I talked about this a couple of days ago. Do you schedule, for example, your content on Instagram or other social media or not? Because I've seen people, for them, they work really well. For me, I'm scheduling my live streams on Instagram, so at least I'm a little bit there. I schedule a Twitter space, which is like a clubhouse thing on Twitter. Super easy to come. I did one yesterday. Now I'm trying to do some YouTube shorts, probably tomorrow if I can record that.
Yep.
What about you? Do you schedule content or not? Or you do some buffers also to go, like you prepare content in advance?
Good question. I actually don't use any third-party platform. I use Creator Studio. It's for free. So Facebook owns Creator Studio, and I schedule out my Instagram posts. So that's what I use. Back in the day, I tried out Later. Later was a platform, but it's like, there's no point in spending the money. And then Facebook launched Creator Studio, so I was like, sweet. I know other people who use some other programs that you don't need to use it. For YouTube, I just do a whole batch for a month or a few weeks, and then I just schedule them out. And Twitter, I didn't schedule anything for Twitter. That's all manual. But that's what I use, man. Creator Studio. That's it. It's for free. You can do schedule Facebook and Instagram posts on that.
Nice. For example, I didn't know this. I worked recently with a company who is creating like a social media management tool. So for Twitter and LinkedIn, for example, with Hive, for example. But so for example, because I've seen that you made that live stream, so you don't schedule them. You just say, I'll make a live stream and that's it.
Yeah. I don't schedule the live streams. I'm not sure if you can even, how do you do that? Maybe you can tell me. But no, like I have what I do. I have a Calendly invite just especially for Instagrams. So
I use
how we
that.
set up the calendar, and then I know for that day we're jumping on in that time, and then just chat on Instagram, and then I go live or they go live, and then that's it. It's just easier. I don't
Nice.
really, the schedule.
Nice. People really like you.
Good guy. Josh was actually in my academy, one of my
Great.
students. So yeah,
Great.
from
Great.
Philippines,
Great.
really cool, really great guy.
Great. Yeah. Now I need to ask. I say sorry, but I haven't checked really your YouTube channel. I've seen that you have a lot of videos, but can you please explain your YouTube channel story, your experience from the beginning? I don't know when have you started your YouTube channel, and what are you currently publishing now? I promise that I'll check that after the live stream.
Thanks,
I promise.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so I started in December of 2015, and I was doing, so mainly it's a tutorial channel. So a how to do tutorials on Illustrator and Photoshop. I do also share a little bit about Adobe XD as well. So those are my 3 core programs I use. I mainly focus on Illustrator though. I also talk about how to design logos and brand identities. So showing the process of that. So that's my main content. I also give talk about the business of design and freelance tips as well. So I mix it up. But when I first started, I just did like Illustrator tutorials showing like how to use the pen tool, how to cut out images, how to make shapes, how to do gradients, like all the basic stuff for beginners. But then slowly I started evolving, and now that's why I do a bit, brand identity, logos. I do talking head videos like this, talk about like the design industry. But that's what my content is focused on. I'm trying to pivot and focus more on just doing brand identity process and logo identity. So coming up with a brief, a fake client or whatever, and actually creating that so people can see how to create like brands. I think people will find that really valuable at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on now. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's like now it's so good. I get brand deals. I've gotten free products. People send me stuff just through free reviews. I'm getting around $800 to $900 a month from ads, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm really thankful. It's been a long journey. 6 years, 5-6 years. So
yeah. I think there are some connection issues, but I don't know. Probably I hope that they will fix themselves. I see you a little bit blurry, but I don't know. But how many? No, the audio is okay. The audio is okay. I don't know if you can turn off something. Okay, this is of course. If you do a live stream, you need to be prepared to that. For example, I started to do. Sorry to go a little bit out of topic, but I started to make some live streams on Instagram. Sometimes the audio just turns off when I invite someone. I don't know if that's just me or this happens to someone else.
I'm not sure.
But I don't know. Right. Usually it works. Can I just try to remove you and come to you, sure. Invite you again? Just let's see. No, we always have this problem. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but
I can do
I don't know. But anyway, we are already now. It's better. Do you want to change? I don't know if that's the connection, the network, but
it might be the connection.
I don't know. Probably it's because we are far. I don't know. We are in Australia. Usually it works, but I don't know. The way experience sticks to my brain. Yeah, I love the simplicity, of course, also of for you to share your content. So, when have you published your last video?
The 5th, so 2 days ago. Nice. Monday. My next one comes out Friday.
So even
hey, bro, sorry for that. I'll see you, bro.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
So even for YouTube, you don't schedule your content?
I do. I schedule my videos. Yeah. So
okay, so on YouTube, yes.
Yeah, okay. Like I do it through the back end. So I'll upload like maybe 4 or 5 videos, whatever, depending how much I try and do like 1 month in 1 day and then upload it all in a batch. Mm-hmm. And then I schedule it out all in one go. So right now I've got 3 scheduled. I have to do a batch. I recorded 3 today. I was meant to do a bit more, but I might do some after this maybe, or do some more tomorrow. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, so the connection seems that that doesn't want to help us today. But anyway, if you have some questions, but I think I still can hear you, so at least we have the audio. And okay, so we talked about Instagram, Twitter, any other socials you want? I don't know. This is, for example, one downside of StreamYard. Let's just explain this a little crash tutorial on StreamYard. If StreamYard decides that your quality or connection is not good, they downsize your quality.
They compress
Let me
it.
try. Yeah, let me try to down mine. Let's see. I've downed mine. Sorry for that, of course. Try to turn it on again. Or maybe you can decide a different version. By the way, if you have usually this kind of live streams, they took like 1 hour or so. If you have other questions, you can drop them in the chat, and I'll ask them to Jeremy as soon as he comes back. Yeah, drop your questions.
All right. So okay. I found the problem. It was my wife was uploading her YouTube video.
Okay, so let's blame your wife. I also know her name now, so I can also Michelle.
She started laughing. She's like, "Oh, so sorry."
This happened. This also happened to me. So usually,
what happens in your YouTube channel? You just got to get the content. You know, you be savage.
Nice. I don't have time to make hateful comment, honestly. Yeah, if you have 5 minutes, then I think I'll let you go. But thank you so much for coming here. Okay, Michelle. If you follow me on any social, I forgive you. Don't worry. It's a reason to make something else another day. Yeah, but what about, for example, bad comment? I like this topic. For example, if you have ever had something meaningful on Instagram or YouTube, did you ever dealt with that?
Yeah, 100%. Like I've had people say swear words or say this is the trash or the worst video, or like just say just mean things. I just delete the comment or just ignore it. That's my method. You know, I don't. No. If I engage with it, I be sarcastic and make it and be stupid, like be silly and make a joke and just make a laugh out of it. Because if you let it get to you, it's gonna pull you down. You know, so I don't care. Like I'm not here to please people. Like for me, I have faith with God. I care what God says about me. You know, God says I'm a success, that I'm blessed. You know, that I'm victorious. You know, so if people say mean things, I don't need to worry about that because I know my identity. You know.
Yeah. First of all, I think that if you create free content and you don't like, you can just don't like that and you can go away. So we are free. So especially for free content, you should never make a meaningful comment. If you have some problems, for example, if I see some friends, they have some glitches, I send them a direct message like, you have a black screen, I can't see, I can listen to you, but they are technical problems. I'm not judging anyone.
That helps,
Something that, for example, something that works for me, first of all, never take it personally. This is the thing that I do. I prefer probably to, it's back, I think, the connection. Usually, for example, I try to figure out that they just had a bad day, they just broke up, they have been fired, they just want their car is set on fire, so they want to let them steal out on you. So this is how I do what I do when I read that. Yeah. Okay. Do you know Eddie or not?
I haven't seen him. No, thanks, Eddie. I haven't seen him before.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, on Twitter. Wow. He has been a GitHub star, so it's like an Oscar. It's like an Oscar. Like an Oscar for developers. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So this is basically what I do. And another thing that I also say that usually a super expert never judges someone else. Can you figure out like Cristiano Ronaldo saying like, oh, he's not that good at football? A real expert will never say this because he or she, they understand the struggle. I think that if you see something really bad, let's say that you see my logo, so you see, okay, this is really crap. But do you think that you will put like an hateful comment on that? Because I think you should respect the work. Yeah, you could send a message.
And like add your, for me, I like it adding a comment, but I'll say it with this. I'll give a solution, like, oh, you could have done this or add this, and I say it in a nice tone. The nice tone. That's what you should do.
Yeah, and I really liked what you said before, that on social media we are experimenting. We are not like super expert from the beginning. I'm also trying to do something. I try to do some kind of videos. I can do a bad video because it has some bad quality because I don't know something. I don't know that I have to put a light in front of my face, for example, if I put a video or something like that. Or for example, especially if you are a beginner, you can do, for example, really bad design mistakes, like spacing, super wrong colors, like, I don't know, like a black on a dark gray font, something like that. I don't know. So, but that's normal because we are trying to understand something. So,
But I think you can, anyone can learn design, bro, as well. Like, you can learn the basic principles: white space, balance, contrast, scale, how to use color. Like that basic stuff anyone can learn. But just by, like, sometimes by practicing, you might not know what you're doing. You'll still learn something, but sometimes it's better to buy a course. But the foundations of design are like typography, learning how to do layouts and type, and then learning the basics of like space, contrast, and I think as well.
For example, now that you mentioned this, I've never watched a serious video or series about that. I know some of concepts. I have had Gary Simon. I don't know if you know that, from Design Course. He has almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he does this kind of stuff. It's designs or more on websites. Okay, so probably you don't know him.
I don't know.
So I think that I should first of all like watch some video or start from the basics, because I also think the basics are really important. I have one last question, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. Do you think that doing this kind of stuff like branding, design, do you need to be talented? So you're born like that, or you can study?
I think no, you don't have to. I think everyone is creative from the beginning. Just some people tap into it more. Some people embrace it, and like it's like going to the gym. You got to work the muscles. Same thing with creativity. You got to use your imagination. You got to play around, experiment, all that stuff. So I think anyone can learn it. You don't have to go to college. And like, even though I went to university, there's so many talented self-taught designers out there and creative people that you don't need to get yourself into debt. Like, I still have to pay off this student debt I have now, right? But I could have learned it all on YouTube. And the thing is, I did learn a lot of stuff on YouTube while I was studying, while I was working, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, that was my pathway. Everyone's path is different, but don't spend 20,000, 40,000 at college. You can literally learn anything online. Just literally apply yourself. If it's your passion, sit down every day, few hours, and just pump out the work. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, so it's time and work at the end. I also I am a fan of the it's like a genius. It's a 99% of work. And then maybe 1% creativity, but you can do a lot. I also made this example with Cristiano Ronaldo before. He is an example of working, or someone who worked a lot, for example, from zero. With some. So thank you. Now I'm thinking I'm ready to prepare something. I don't know if I'll annoy you again on Instagram to say, okay, does this suck or not? But thank you, Jeremy. If you have some questions, a couple of minutes, then otherwise I'll let you go. I hope to stay in touch with you on Instagram, since now I'm more active there. But thank you for joining, because I think we can always improve. I've improved a lot. Trust me, even my English in making videos since last year. But I don't want to stop. I want to improve now on this part, because I know that I'm bad at this part. As I said before, I am a former coach. So if I have something that I don't like, I want to improve in that part. Usually you can improve in your best skill and in your worst skill. But usually improving in the best skill is more funny, because you are already good, right?
Yes.
Instead of improving, you say, okay, let's do that and a step further. Instead, trying to improve at your worst skill, sometimes it's painful. But this is what I want to do. I want to improve in design. Okay, I said this in a live stream. Okay, so
love that.
Thank you, Jeremy. This has been really amazing. I really knew this. before. But yeah, thank you so much.
Beautiful.
See you on
Appreciate
social
it.
media.
Thanks
Of course.
everyone for watching.
Yeah.
And no
Good
questions
luck.
are coming in, so yeah.
Thank
I was
you.
looking at the chat. I had the chat on the side.
Yeah. Good luck with everything. Please follow him on Instagram, YouTube. I think also on Twitter. I think we need to bring him a little bit on Twitter. If you want to come on Twitter, that's my house.
You want to follow me, I reply to your Twitter.
You get some message. But yeah, it's fun. It's funny also to use different social media. That's it. So yeah. So I'm also planning some Twitch, but not for now. Not for now because that's too much. TikTok, I don't know if you'll ever see me there.
TikTok.
I don't know. Probably I'm too old. Probably.
Platforms, man.
Now, if I ever make a TikTok, someone will come on this video and says, Francesco, you made that at the end. So thank you for joining, of course.
Thank you.
This has been really, really super useful for me. One of the most useful interviews for me, because I usually have like developers, we talk about JavaScript frameworks, the story. Today has been really super useful for me, so I'm super, super happy. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, let's keep in touch. And I think that I'm ready. Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Amazing. Let's get it.
Perfect.
Thanks, brother.
Perfect. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.
Ciao. Bye.